Howdy partner. Today we're in El Paso, Texas, and I have a 9-hour drive to get to Austin, which is where my next track is, the Circuit of the Americas. If you're new here, I'm driving my supercharged BMW M3 set up as both a race car and a camper across 5,500 miles of America. As part of my challenge, I'm racing on 7 of the most dangerous racetracks in the country and trying to beat lap time goals at each one. The catch? I've got just one set of Michelin tires and only 25 days to complete the entire journey. If I can't beat 4 of the 7 lap times that I've set for myself, I have to give away 1 cent for every 10 views the whole series generates to one of you. So make sure you sit back and you watch every episode. So far, we've driven to El Paso, Texas, about 3,000 miles on the total trip, 3 of the 7 racetracks on the calendar, lost 2 of the 3 lap time challenges for those 3 racetracks. Now I'm on my way to Austin, Texas, which is 9 hours and 600 miles away, to race on Circuit of the Americas tomorrow, the track where Formula One races on. This is the most difficult track on the entire calendar, and my car will arguably take the hardest beating on this racetrack. It's going to be a logistical nightmare trying to complete the entire challenge after COTA, because I'm going to have about 2,000 miles to get to the end of the challenge in Miami with 3 more racetracks after COTA. So let's see if I could do it. Let's get to Austin. So this is the weather right now. It's pouring and I'm on semi-slick tires. Tomorrow at COTA, it shows an 85% chance of thunderstorm, which is horrible for my lap time challenge. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I can't drive in these conditions. I have to be like Rain Man. I gotta drive like Max Verstappen. What is this? As the rain progressively got worse, I approached the Texas Border Inspection Station, which is where they monitor illegal border crossings into the United States. These Border Patrol officers are super strict since they have to deal with various different cases of trouble. So this might get interesting considering I've got a track car with a crazy livery, California plates, and a tent on top of my roof. Let's see what the officer says. Hopefully I don't get arrested for anything weird. How's it going, sir?
You a citizen?
Yes, sir.
What's it called, man? This is nice.
Thank you, man.
Where you headed to?
Austin.
Where you coming from, boss?
LA.
What you gonna do in Austin, man?
We're going on track.
Oh shit, pretty cool. You got a bud.
Thank you, bud. Pretty cool. I wish we had some of this in California, you know, niceness. Instead of getting harassed on why my front license plate is not on the car. Like, give me a break, dude. As we crossed into Texas along the 10 freeway, the rain kept falling. Light enough to cruise through, but just heavy enough to remind me that we were pushing deeper into the unknown. The road hugged the border of Mexico, and that's when I started noticing signs. There's so many signs that say don't pick up hitchhikers. We're on the border of Mexico right now, right next to the border. This is trippy, man. It felt like one of those stretches of highway where anything could happen. The kind that keeps you alert, scanning everything. Just then, another train. So many trains. This is like the 3rd train that's come by in the past 15 minutes. And right when the scenery felt like it couldn't surprise me again, something caught my eye. No way! It's a BMW 2002. I'm trying to be like this guy. Oh man, nice. A classic BMW just sitting there, out in the middle of nowhere. And if you're new to this series, I'm giving away 1 cent for every 10 views the whole series gets, starting at $1,000. To enter, you just gotta subscribe to the channel, like and comment on all the videos, follow my Instagram at Mr. Car Sounds, and DM me a screenshot of proof that you're watching all the videos. Moments like this remind me why I'm doing this trip, man. It's so nice. Not just for the destinations, but for everything in between. I want to thank Mobile One for making this trip possible because they're to credit the possibility of getting out and driving. But before we continued, we needed one thing. I kept driving, and then bam, no warning. And just like that, everything changed. I think I hit a nail. That's wonderful. That's the last thing I needed on a 9-hour drive. All right, I'm gonna pull off. Hold on. I pulled off to the side of the freeway so I can get out of the car and see how bad the damage was. Yeah, the tire's really flat. The car's pulling to the side. Good news is, I'm ready for this. At first I couldn't see a puncture or anything wrong, but the tire was definitely out of air. I moved the car a bit forward to see more of the tire, and there it was, the screw that caused the flat tire. Oh, there it is. Fantastic. I started unloading the trunk. Tools, bags, everything had to come out so first I could reach the jack. And then I got the car up and grabbed my 17mm socket wrench. That's good. Oh, and it's on there. Perfect. Thank God it was already set up. No time to waste. Alright, so I gotta take the wheel off, obviously. I can't really plug this here. I don't have enough leverage. I need to really get down on the tire. Luckily, it's on the back wheel, not the front. If it was a steering wheel, it would suck. Alright, let's get the wheel off. I kept moving fast. I knew if I slowed down and really thought about the situation, the weight of doing this without help in the middle of Texas might catch up to me. I don't even know if there's a tire shop around here. The middle of nowhere has a way of making you feel real small real quick. What a lovely day. It is. It's a nice day out. It's like these are the moments you gotta stay positive in. because whenever you start thinking too much, you get overwhelmed. But hey, every day is a good day. I'm dead serious. I'm having a great time right now. Once the wheel was off, I spotted the screw lodged deep in the tread. Time to grab a screwdriver and screw it out. Here's our culprit. Pretty fresh one too. Then I broke out the tire patch kit. If you've never done this, here's how it works. First, you use this rough metal reamer to open up the hole and clear it out. Yeah, it feels a bit wrong, but that's what lets the plug fit. Next, you take one of those gummy rubber strips, load it onto the plug tool, coat it with some sealant, and shove it into the hole and yank the tool back out. That plug stays in the tire, sealing the puncture from the inside out. At least that's the idea in theory. I kept trying, 30 minutes on the side of the freeway, wrestling with this tire in the wind and cold. Nothing was working. Just as I was hitting a wall, I heard the sound of a diesel truck pull off to the road behind me. That's when I met Mr. Billy, a 49-year-old man from Kentucky who parked right next to my car and walked over to help. No hesitation. How you doing? Just gonna plug a tire. But who was he? What had he been through? I could have never guessed. You look stronger than I do. If you want to come help me push this down. This man saw a stranger struggling and didn't think twice. He got down on the ground with me in the middle of nowhere and started tackling this flat tire like we were teammates. We don't got people like this in Cali, that's for sure. We kept pushing. It wasn't easy. Between the two of us, we battled that tire for over 45 minutes, on top of the 30 that I'd already spent trying to fix it alone. I think this is a good opportunity to plug my merch. So go check out the Be Loud Lap Time Express merch drop at shopbeloud.com. We got a bunch of really cool stuff, including this hoodie, brown suede hat, blue and cream hoodies and shirts. Go check it out, shopbeloud.com. I'll see you there. But eventually, we did it.
Yeah.
Not only did he help me fix the problem, he gave me some of his own tools and sprays just in case it happens again. But the part that hit me the hardest wasn't what he did, it was who he was. Billy's a long truck hauler from Kentucky. He lost his wife, he lost his son, he beat stomach cancer, and just yesterday, this man saved someone's life after a truck accident doing CPR. Oh wow.
I get CPR this guy.
No way.
Yeah.
Yesterday. CPR? He was out?
Yeah. Well, help get him out of the truck.
God sent. Thank you very much. Now it's just him and Luna, his dog, his only companion, driving across America. A man with every reason to shut the world out, yet he stopped for a stranger on the side of the freeway without thinking twice. He didn't want money, didn't want recognition, he just wanted to help. I'm a believer in Christ, and I truly believe Billy was sent by God that day. Because of him, I was able to keep going. Everyone go follow him on TikTok at BillyWilson758 and drop a nice comment on his videos. As he headed off, I put the wheel back on the car and packed all my equipment.
Bye, boss.
Now it was time to find a tire shop and have it patched from the inside so we could safely continue to Austin. On a serious note, that might have been a godsend, man. His name is Mr. Billy. He lost his son recently. He lost his wife. There he is, right there. Yes, sir.
I was hoping you would be on the road by now.
Yes, sir.
Cell phone number.
I'm gonna reach out to you. If you guys are watching this video and you want to support the series, do it for Billy. I'm gonna send him, I got his phone number. He didn't take any money, but I wanna send him something. So blow this video up, guys. Wow, man, wow, I don't know, wow. I'll give away half of what we make from this video to Billy. I'm not gonna give half. I'll give all the money. I'm gonna send it to Billy. I'll document the whole process, sending him money. He gave me his phone number. Blow this video up. If it's the last thing you do, if the last thing you watch on YouTube, just like, share, comment, engage with this video. Let's get YouTube to recommend this video to many, many other people and share it. I want to make sure we do that for him. I want to take care of him. God bless you, man. Mr. Billy, God bless you. Just like that, we drove east with Mr. Billy and his Dodge Ram dually, 40 minutes down into Fort Stockton, Texas, and straight to a local tire shop, so I can finally patch this tire and continue on my trip to the Circuit of the Americas. So we're headed towards Fort Stockton. I'll get my tire internally patched so we're safe on the racetrack. But yeah, that was really awesome, that encounter with Mr. Billy. He's just a happy man. He loves helping people. Jesus, wow. Jesus, okay. After everything with Mr. Billy Wilson, I finally made it into Fort Stockton. First stop, a local tire shop. I wanted to see if they could take me in and patch the tire properly on the spot. I've been running Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s for this entire trip, 3 tracks, over 3,000 miles, and for a tire with a 240 treadwear rating, the durability is actually insane. Big thanks to Michelin for supporting this series and letting me test these limits. Even with all this abuse, they're still holding very strong. Once we got the wheel off, we finally saw the plug from earlier squished and holding on after a couple highway miles. miles. While it was off, I took the chance to eyeball the brake pads too, because those have been seeing significant wear with all the track use as well. I'd honestly be surprised if those made it to the end of the trip too. Getting the tire off the rim let us inspect the inside tread, and honestly it looked pretty new. A little bit deceiving really, because this tire had been through nearly half the country and abusive racetrack driving. I thought it'd worn down a lot more by now, but this is pretty reassuring considering that we're doing a lot better than I expected. Quick side note, always remember, be loud in everything you do, chase your goals, chase your passions, and as a quick little fourth wall break, if I wasn't taking my own advice right now, you wouldn't be watching my video. LOL. Now that the patch was complete, the mechanic rolled over the tire, and just like that, alright. Now that we got the tire patched, let's change the time in the car because we crossed into Central Time Zone. It is 4:29 p.m. Alright. Birria tacos. Y después. So that up there, that's San Antonio. That's Dallas. And right there in that red is Austin, Texas. We're not that far. Sorry for the awkward hand position. My hand is kind of like holding the wheel at the same time. Anyway, bear with me. We're not that far. The drive got dark and started to get more scenic, passing through a little town called Fredericksburg. Cool little cozy Texas town. Always these, these small little towns that have the best food. I kind of wish I could have stopped to try something because I kind of regret it now. Almost there, almost there. Leaving Fredericksburg, I arrived to my last gas station stop for the night. And low-key, I wish they advertised these gas prices a bit better because it's kind of a scam. Yeah, that's a scam. It says $2.65, but when you pull up, you're feeling 93, it's $3.80. After my final gas station stop before the big one, I was getting closer and closer. The final stretch, Circuit of the Americas. You can feel the history pulling in. F1, MotoGP, all the greats. Parking in the paddock, I pitched the tent box up for the night, and I could finally and officially say that I made it to Austin. We're at Circuit of the Americas. I'm whispering because there are people sleeping, but we're here. We finally made it. I set up the tent. We got the car ready. I'm gonna sleep up here tonight. This is Circuit of the Americas. We're on track tomorrow.